The biggest lie ever told is that and many people believe this. This is one of the biggest limiting beliefs that I've personally seen. And let me know in the comments if you believe this to be true. I'd be very interested. But the biggest lie ever told is that your destiny relies on your genetics. Now, I'm walking here in a nice neighborhood in Santa Monica, as you see. Oh, let me do that slower. Around where I live. And most of the people that are in these houses, it's no doubt, came from fairly good backgrounds. Most people who are rich, their parents or their grandparents were wealthy. Most rich people stay rich. Most people from middle-class backgrounds, most children of middle-class background parents end up middle class as well. Most people who are poor and born into poor families stay poor. And the biggest lie ever told is that the reason this is because of genetic heritage. Now, many people still believe this. Many people think if you grew up with poor parents, you're gonna be poor. Why even worry about becoming an entrepreneur? Why even try to become rich? Just follow the path you were given. In Indian society, for instance, they have this whole thing called the caste system, where it is an ingrained cultural belief that people are destined to stay in their place in society. If somebody grows up in a well-to-do family, their parents want them to marry somebody from another well-to-do family. Isn't that correct? If you grew up rich, your parents want you to also marry into a rich, family. If you're Indian, they want you to marry Indian. If they're Jewish, they want you to marry Jewish. If you're Muslim, your parents probably want you to marry a nice Muslim girl. But the fact of the matter is, many people believe that genetics define your success. And this is the biggest lie ever told. The reason why most poor people end up, most children of poor people end up poor, it's not because of their genetics. It's not because, their community genetics. The reason is because it's all nurture. This is the argument, basically, nature versus nurture. It's all nurture. It's because people who, in that community, they don't have, they haven't been taught the ways to wealth. They haven't been taught that you don't have to trade time for money. It's because they've been taught that you don't have to, you shouldn't dream big, get a job, work for someone else, and do good work. Live by good morals, raise a good family, stay in your place. These are all things that people are taught, and that's what these communities teach. It's all nurture. Now, the good thing is, people have access to the internet nowadays. You don't need to actually be surrounded by your poor community or your middle class community. You can bring in, through the power of books, through the power of, the internet, like you're watching right here, on YouTube or wherever, through the power of this, you can actually get access to people who are of a different mindset, different influences. And you can use that to propel yourself to a new place. So I hope this has been helpful in kind of understanding, don't let that be a limiting belief. Many people think it in the back of their minds. This is something that people don't speak about, by the way, this lie, that your destiny relies on your genetics, your community genetics. It's not spoken about, but many people still believe it to this day. Most people still believe it to this day. Who do your parents want you to marry? Who have you married? Who do you hang out with? Look around you. It's probably a lot of people just like yourself from your own community. Realize that this is not your nature. It's all created. It's been created by society, these beliefs. You can break out of it if you want. You can be on any level you want. It's not genetic. That is the single biggest lie ever told. And let me know if that's, if this has affected you, or what your thoughts on this video are. This is a very intense topic for a lot of people. This is a very intense topic in a lot of families. This is an incredibly ingrained idea that I don't think anybody questions in society. I don't even hear people talking about this issue. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And let me know if this helps out. Let me know if this is challenging any of your beliefs. I do this to help others become more successful. That's why I educate people. That's why I have an educational course. That's why I do my videos. That's why I do a lot of free trainings. That's why I created a forum for you to help you guys become more successful. So let me know how this video helps. I think it's an important one.